Welcome back, everyone, to the channel. Hope that you have your plastic cups up, ready to sip, sip, sip. Well, hope you are all having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for being here. Today we're going to listen to Plastic Cup by the band Low. This is off of their album The Invisible Way, released in 2013. We're listening to this track because it was recommended and supported and suggested by Yerk Floor. So Yerk Floor, thank you so much for the recommendation. I appreciate it. Now, I've never heard of Low, but I'm pretty sure I've heard of them. And I want to say that they're a shoegaze band in the same vein as like Slow Dive or My Bloody Valentine. Don't quote me. I think. I could be completely wrong. Because like I said, I've never heard anything by them or looked at them or anything. So we're going to listen to this track here by them. Ooh, and also I see, just because I see it, I see on their label there for Sub Pop. When I was in Seattle, we went to the Sub Pop. Bunch of like little shops over there. Love it. Anyways, let's go. Do I even have? I think I might have some stuff from them around here somewhere. Anyways, it doesn't matter. You guys don't need to see. All right, let's go and listen to the song. We'll talk about it after. Here we go.
You could always count on your friends to get you high. That's right. And you could always count on the rents to get you by.
Love her voice.
You could
Echoing.
fly. Now they make you piss into a plastic cup and give it up. The cup will probably be here long after we're gone. What's wrong?
Like that steady drum.
They'll probably dig it up 1,000 years from now.
Big bass as well.
And how they'll probably wonder what the hell we used it for. And more. This must be the cup the king held every night as he cried.
I love this atmosphere, kind of folky atmosphere here. Is that a little flute or her voice?
Maybe you should go out and write your own damn song and move on.
I love the last line of this track. I love how it's this beautiful, slow, atmospheric, almost kind of folk indie kind of song with a very repetitive way of singing in that line. But I love it. I like how repetitive it is because it's a smooth melody that always goes down easy. And because of the lyrics, you kind of anticipate what they're going to say on the back end of those lines, you know, like super quick, looking at the lyrics, you know, well, you could always count on your friends to get you high. That's right. And they repeat that specific formula when it comes to the lyrics every single time. And now they make you piss into a plastic cup and give up. So the way they separate those two lines, they always kind of make you anticipate, okay, what is he going to say right after that line, which I really enjoy. The lead singer here is going to be Alan Sparhawk, fantastic name. And then Mimi Parker also on the vocals here, as well as drums. And I love how after he sings his line, I'm assuming that it's Mimi back there, you hear her just kind of carrying on his vocal line. And unless I'm mistaken, she's not singing with him those specific lines. So she starts that little sustained note at the tail end of his line, which I think it's cool how that kind of, she uses her voice to carry it on, even though she was never exactly a part of those lines specifically before. But I like how this has this really thick, kind of foggy sound to it. It's not clear. There's not a mugginess, but there's, like I said, a fogginess to it, but it's like a beautiful fog. It's like, maybe because the lyrics, a slightly druggy kind of fog. Maybe it's like the day after. There's still something feeling good about it, but it's just a little hazy, I think is the best way to put it. And like I said, with those drums, it kind of has this little slow kind of building tension, a rumbling beneath the earth and on the ground kind of sound. Very simple, but used to great effect, especially with that haziness. It's just bum, 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 bum. There's almost something kind of, what's the word? Like trance-inducing about it. It reminds me in some ways of like a ritual and like those soft but thunderous kind of drums pounding in the back. Bum, 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 bum. And I like how that moves everything along in here. The bass as well, I thought sounded really nice. You could kind of hear it settling into that atmosphere. I think on the bass here, I'm looking, because the members, all right, so here's what I'm doing so you guys see as well. I always pull up the Wikipedia article for the album, right? I don't have the band members here listed. So I have the band pulled up here, and I'm trying to look at, who was in the band during 2013 when this album was recording. But it says touring only. So Steve Garrington, I'm assuming, is not specifically on this album. Maybe it wasn't bass being played then. It was just the rumbling and the thickness of sound that was happening back there. But either way, I enjoyed the bass-like sound that was happening in the thickness of the atmosphere. This has just a really cool, meditative, thoughtful, kind of introspective, like I said, slow indie folk kind of sound to it. And I thought that was quite enjoyable. Let's look at these lyrics. Well, you could always count on your friends to get you high. That's right. And you could always count on the rents to get you by. You could fly. And now they make you piss into a plastic cup and give up. The cup will probably be here long after we're gone. What's wrong? Like, what's wrong with that? So I feel like there's at least two ideas that you can take from this. One, they make you take a drug test or something like that, and you lose something, perhaps a job opportunity or something of that nature, and so you have to move on. But the cup is going to last longer than us, so why punish us, kind of in a sense, when we're going to be here a lot less time than that plastic cup will? And then you could also see perhaps that there's a little bit of an environmental message there as well. Plastics, the cup, and everything. So I like how just looking at that line, you can get two different kind of meanings out of it. Probably more. They'll probably dig it up 1,000 years from now, and how they'll probably wonder what the hell we used it for, and more. Like, what was this for? Wow, they were drinking out of plastic cups? Nuts. This must be the cup the king held every night as he cried. I love that. I love this story of the cup and the thought behind it. And then I love this last line. I'm sorry, but this is such a great last line. Well, maybe you should go out and write your own damn song and move on. I feel like that could go in so many different directions. That could be, what album is this in their discography? Their 10th studio album. Do you think perhaps that this is them talking to their audience? Maybe the audience didn't like a change in their music or something like that. That's often what happens. The artist changes their music or goes into a different direction and the audience doesn't like it. And then, well, a lot of times the artist will sneak in a song to the audience. The musician will sneak a song to the audience, just kind of make it a little bit cryptic. But this one seems a little direct. Or it could be something completely different. Maybe he was just like, you know what? I'll put some thought into these lyrics. You go write your own song if you want. If you want better lyrics or different lyrics. Anyways, I enjoyed this. Thank you so much for the recommendation and for the suggestion, Jerk Floor. I appreciate that. Let me know what you all thought of it in the comments down below. Hope you're having a lovely day out there wherever you may be. Come back tomorrow, and I hope to see you all then. Bye, guys.